Welcome back, everybody. It's, of course, Cape Rugby TV. We carry on talking about what's happening in the world of club rugby. We know that there's no games at the moment, but nevertheless, we stay connected with our clubs, who are, of course, staying connected with their players, with their management, and their community. And many of the clubs still doing their very best to help the players and, of course, the community. And joining me on the line now is Jonas Mexsen from Rocklands Rugby Football Club. Jonas, it's great to have you back, Meneer. How are things there with you?
Things are good. Things are good, JP. We can't complain. Doing the best.
Yes, I suppose, Jonas, that's exactly what it is right now. Is that sort of attitude that is needed is saying, let's do our best every day. We've seen Rocklands. We've seen you guys do some extraordinary things in the last 18 months. That does seem to be the approach from Rocklands. Is do the best you can every day.
Yeah, that is the approach at the moment, especially through the current coronavirus that we're going through. We're just trying to do the best that we can do for our players, for our community. I think, say, for the couple of 2 years, the mindset in the club has changed around seeing that we are a community-based club. We should look more out for the community, help where we can, help if somebody is in need, that we always make sure that we are available to assist where we can. If we can't, we need to go out to go and look for sponsors that can help some of our players and the community.
Jonas, but it's been, of course, 18 months now, more, with the COVID. And everything that you're talking about is talking about helping people, helping the players, helping the community, and being available for them. 18 months though, and we know that of course you guys have had more than 18 months of practice, but the last 18 months of COVID, do you feel that there are some, with the outreach component now, you know, working with the communities, helping people with finances and food and that, do you think that there's a certain level of experience that has been gained at the club to help with these structures in the last difficult time?
Definitely, JP, because when we started out the outreach program, we used to do stuff a little bit differently. But as the weeks went on and as we started doing it more, we started getting more organized because we didn't have somebody within the club that was experienced in doing stuff like this. So as a team, especially the MMS team, we got all our experiences together, especially with the courses that you gave us, that we attended, got all those experiences and the stuff that we learned together. So what we picked up at the moment is our outreach programs are more aligned, especially with the food drive and some of the players that don't have booths in the club, where we got out to sponsors for them as well. So the course that we went helped us a lot in aligning our projects to get to the goal that we wanted to reach. So everything is more, how can I put it? It's more easier.
Yeah. That was kind of the question that I was having in my own mind also is, do you think that clubs now, rugby clubs, are more than just rugby clubs? They are much more now, especially with COVID, geared towards not only playing rugby, but helping the players in the community?
Look, JP, what I would say is rugby clubs, even before COVID, was more than just a rugby club. It's only now that with COVID in the mix that family bond is just being brought more forward, where people can see it, where people are more physical, active in their communities, where it don't just stop at rugby. So yeah, I must say that the rugby club has become more than just a rugby club. It's become salvation for people that don't have anything. Some of them don't have food, clothing, shoes. So most of the club is trying to fill those gaps. And with doing that as well, it's also building your brand as a club, where you're getting outsiders from your community now coming into your community just to be part of that Saturday or that hour of us helping out our community. So yeah, I would say rugby, it really has brought us all together.
What about local business? I mean, with all of this, is local business getting out there supporting you guys? Because we also know that with all of these outreach projects that the clubs are doing, you do need resources. You need a local business to contribute to these goodie bags or feeding schemes. Is local business coming on board?
In Mitchell's Plain at the moment, it's a bit difficult for us to get those local businesses, to get them on board. But what we've noticed is that some of our players and some of the members that is on the MMS team is going to their work, right, going go ask for help and going go ask for donations. And they've been more than happy just to help us out. I know one of the companies that our chairman works for, I'm not going to name the company's name. When we did the food drive, he used to come there with us with a 1,400 bakkie full of bread to assist us with our food drive. So yeah, some of the companies do decide to put their hand out.
That's fantastic stuff, Jonas. You guys are doing incredible work. Let's talk a little bit about rugby. We know there's no games at the moment. Of course, we wait and see that what happens with announcements from government and SA Rugby and Western Province Rugby. But the players themselves, are they at least able to stay active? Are you guys able to communicate with them? Are they able to stay fit?
Yeah, the guys, they are very active, I must say. At the moment, we have about three WhatsApp groups that is just all rugby related, where they are just banter and chatting and speaking, just everything that has to do with rugby. What we've also done now, that's a bit off rugby. I think about 3 weeks ago, one of our senior first-team players opened a Skype group where we get together every Wednesday, do a church, like a church, talk about the Bible, talk about how the Bible is incorporated into our lifestyle as players, as family members. So I think that is good, that is happening. In the rugby sense, we actually, like I told you earlier on, we more focus on building the brand, Rocklands brand, as a family. We played friendlies before the league started, where we played Gordons Bay. I think Cape Rugby was there, where we had a winning result. After that, we went to Franschhoek, where we played Lamott, where we got a result there in our favor. From there, we went to Yarsis, where we played them. We draw them, I think, 22-22. So we were ons op 3 geweest. En je kan het zien aan die cultuur, hoe die cultuur veranderd in die club. You could see how new players are coming. We actually had a lot of new players just through putting our name through our Facebook page.
Yeah.
So our Facebook page actually helped us a lot for gaining new numbers.
So you've actually grown your numbers. You've got extra members during this time, during this difficult time.
Yes, and that was just being active on Facebook, putting our name out there, making sure that people know about us. And we actually, on our Facebook page, there's actually people now starting to ask us about the junior structures.
Great.
What we've done is, because our junior structures are still not so up and running, so what we've done is we try to push that traffic to collegiate side. Because we know collegians also in Mitchell's Plain and their structures is phenomenal. So we've been pushing those traffic to that side so that collegians can accommodate them. So yeah, we've been busy in the backgrounds. We've been busy. We got a sponsor also for our first team, as well for our second team. But the sponsor came to us just when COVID-19 hit.
Wow, so, Jonas, I mean, you're telling me some exceptional stuff here. You've grown your members. You've grown so many members that you've had to pass them on to another club. That's an incredible story.
All hard work, JP.
No, but it really is fantastic to hear that, especially at this time when the world is so full of negative stories. Everybody's battling out there. Life is very difficult for everybody, and we're hearing such positive news from Rocklands. I mean, that is absolutely great. And I think, Jonas, what it's doing is passing on such a positive message.
JP, at the moment, we all need to be positive. I would actually also encourage most of people, which we do on a weekly basis to our players, is that in order for us to see a change with these COVID numbers, we need to be vigilant. We need to wear masks, sanitize as much as we can. If we don't need to go out, stay at home. So yeah, we need to be the change. And we, at the moment, especially with me and the MMS team, we like to be on the forefront of things, make sure that we know what's up to date, make sure that we read all our notifications from Western Province when it comes to rugby and regulations and all that. So yeah, we're doing our best. We're doing our best, and we're seeing the results.
Jonas, that's fantastic stuff. Congratulations again on all of your positive results, on the great work that you guys are doing. We'll keep following the progress. I assume if everybody wants to reach out to you, join the structures, senior or junior, that they can go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, definitely go to our Facebook page. You can just pop us an inbox on our Facebook. If you don't want to do that, there's a WhatsApp link on our Facebook. You can just pop us a WhatsApp. I'll directly get it, and I'll reply to you. We're more than happy to assist where you need us. If you have a food drive or there's people that need help, just give us a shout. We'll be there in our numbers.
Jonas, that's fantastic. We'll leave it at that. We'll say to you and the family and everybody that's with you, we say to you, stay safe. Great chatting with you, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you so much, JP. Enjoy.
Thanks, Jonas. Wow, great stuff there from Jonas Mexsen, just talking about Rocklands Rugby Football Club, and of course the incredible work that Rocklands has been doing for months now, and in fact growing their membership structures. Right, folks, well, as you know, of course, we've been asking you to send out your messages of well wishes, your messages of support, and your shout outs to some of the clubs, or to everybody out there at least. And some of the messages that have been coming in are as follows. Our first message comes in from Frederick Sefela, and Frederick says, as people of faith, we pray for our country, our leadership, our frontline workers, and all children. Frederick from UWC Rugby Football Club. Gary Nevin says, Wees sterk boys, dinge sal beter raak, groete aan al die clubs. Gary from Gordons Bay Pioneers. Carlo says, please take care, stay positive, and find some time for having fun and smiling. We'll get through this. Carlo from Lamotte Wanderers. And Christopher Gara says, we urge all players to stay safe out there and follow the COVID protocols. Christopher from Villages Rugby Football Club. And Ross Silker says, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive till we meet again, from Hamilton's Rugby Football Club. And Andre Kermis says, Albion's RFC, keep all in the rugby fraternity in our prayers during this difficult time. Keep safe. Andre, of course, from Albion's Rugby Football Club. Folks, those are some of your shout outs that have come in from those of you out there today. And of course, we echo those words. We'll take an ad break, and when we come back from the break, we carry on talking about club rugby. Back in a sec.